Friggin' what up, dude? Strider Wilson, I'm the host of this podcast that's mine, going to be called History is Dank. History is Dank with Strider Wilson.
Friggin' what up, dude? Welcome back to another ep of History is Friggin' Dank. Dude, I'm your host, Strider Wilson, dude. We got Aaron on the sticks. What up, Aaron?
What up?
And today we've got a friggin' treat, dude. We have the very talented, very hilarious Vaughn Roburts on the podcast. Thanks for being here, bro.
I'm happy to be here, man. It's great, man. The title alone is fire. History is Dank.
I know, dude. It would be nice if we were lighting a little something up right now, you know what I'm saying, dude? Which we could, dude. I mean, I asked Aaron, I mean, you know, can we, dude? You know what I'm saying, dude? No. Okay, we cannot. Yeah, dude, maybe afterwards. Dude, well, thank you for being here. Dude, for the listeners, if you don't know Vaughn Roburts, he and I got to know each other over the pandemic doing some comedy shows together.
Yeah, risking our lives.
Dude, exactly right. For our art, dude.
Yes,
for our technically frontline workers. Technically, we deserve...
Essentially.
Yeah. We deserve hazard pay. You know, we're out there making jokes, being very vulnerable. I'm talking about my little tiny dick a lot. It's tough for me to do, dude. Tough.
Speaking of which, how's the dong movement going anyway? You guys got a great movement over there.
Bro, it's huge. It's huge. We've got a small dong march coming up on the 23rd. Everyone's invited to come out. It's going to be in Pershing Square, right downtown LA.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this episode will come out, I think, right after that, because the 23rd is Saturday. So this is going to be coming out the Tuesday after, so I'm stoked going into it, dude.
Yeah,
Fired up.
That sounds amazing. Pershing Square is not no stranger to walks anyway. You know, you had the slut walk down there too.
Yeah, dude, I think that's kind of what it is. I think Chad and JT were like, they probably looked up, dude, you know, got their fingers on the internet and were like, dude, where's the most legit place to do this?
Walk.
And other legitimate movements happen there. It's like, let's go and you know, end small dong shame.
It deserves another great movement, the Dung of March.
Thank you,
March
dude.
and Dung.
Hey, freaking man, dude. Thank you very much, Vaughn.
So what qualifies as a small dung? Just by the way, bro.
You know,
you look like you please a lot of ladies, man.
Thank you, dude. And I would say it's mainly probably due to the arsenal of lovemaking moves that I've had to develop, I think, because of my small penis. And I would say what qualifies it, maybe it's more of a mindset than anything else, dude.
Oh, okay.
You know? But I mean, I definitely do have I played volleyball, college, high school, you know, and all through those levels, like probably 20 dudes on the volleyball team, like I was probably top 18.
Yeah. That's at least that's your top something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
I'm not telling myself I'm bottom 2.
Yeah, it's all in
18.
The mindset, man.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
So it's legit. I mean, that's kind of like, I guess, sort of what's going on with me. I'm fired up for the movement. Chilling, dude, planning the wed, shredding for the wed with my fiance, dude. Just lifting.
Congratulations on that, man.
Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. So
yeah.
Getting after it. You were just in Europe, weren't you?
Yeah.
Were you doing a comedy tour?
Yeah, I formulated my own tour. I did it like 3 times this year.
Dude, amazing. Congrats, man. That's awesome.
Appreciate it, man. A lot of money.
Fuck yeah. Hey, let's go. Good, dude. Good.
No, a lot of money put into it.
Oh, shit. Welcome to comedy, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it takes.
Like, yo, that must be a lot of money. No, not if you're footing the bill. No sponsorships.
That's hilarious, dude.
They're like, who is this guy? Oh, he just wants to go. Okay, well, he can have a good time with that.
Well, dude, you are very funny, and I'm sure once the audience sees you, they will know. And you're nothing but a rising star in my book, so I know it's gonna happen very soon.
I appreciate that, brother.
And dude, I mean, just the work, like, I think it's a good lesson that goes into anything of like, part of the beauty, and you can weigh in on this too, of like just going through comedy and having your path is like, you make these investments in yourself. You financially have to do it, but also like the honesty with which you have to review, like, all right, am I being funny? Do I have to evolve? And the trust you have to have in yourself.
Yes.
It's crazy, dude. Like, that's why these great comedians, like, especially zany ones, like a Mitch Hedberg or a late great Norm, the type of jokes they're making, I'm like, dude, can you imagine doing that at an open mic, like, or early on?
Man, that's a tough situation, because I've met people that went on tour with Mitch Hedberg, and they said that he was going up there, he was eating a lot of dungs, man. He was patient with it, and you know, it was a tough road for him. But once people started to understand where he was coming from, and he figured out how to tweak it to really deliver it the right way, it was all uphill, you know. And RIP to him, because he was a great comic as well.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, sick, dude. And you know, we're on our way, dude. And this is the freaking step one. We're making our own history. We're paving it. We're talking about history today.
Facts,
we're freaking getting fired the hell up.
And I want to also say, you know, I don't get to give people their flowers a lot, but you, Chad, and JT, you guys got a great movement, man.
Thank you, dude.
You guys rep the West Coast very well as far as comedians and just having and embodying the image and the idea of what a West Coast comedian is, as far as like not just being like cliche art, but you guys embody that archetype. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, dude. And you know what I would say? It took a lot, like earlier on. And, you know, Chad and JT can maybe speak for themselves on it more, but at least for myself, I was like, I want it to be anything but like a SoCal dude. I didn't want to be viewed that way. I was like, no, dude. And I did a lot of character stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I did a lot of Joel Osteen stuff, like mixed it up, and I have no choice, dude. We're the same guy, dude. We're the same human, except he's got a lot more money than I do.
Yeah. He had to pay back something too recently.
Yeah, yes, he did, dude. Which was a smart move. He was like, all right, I'll be okay without it, dude. But it's like, it just took that coming full circle. And I think it took the going away to be able to view it properly. We're like, I don't know, it's the process, right?
Yes.
So it's been fun. We enjoy it, dude. I'm stoked for that our roads are merging, and I'm fired up to see what happens.
I'm happy about that as well.
And speaking of SoCal, where did you, a little bit of your past, like where are you from?
I'm from South Central.
Okay. So dude, rarely do you meet a local Los Angelino, dude.
Yeah, they're there. Like you got great comedians like Teddy Ray, James Davis. These guys are from LA for real.
Yes.
So it's like, you know, we're there. We just, you know, it's kind of hard to get that persona out there without, you know, being labeled as, oh, that's a West Coast comic. You know what I mean? You have to adjust your message and your point of view, and, you know, take it on the road. And when you go to the East Coast, you don't really get to talk about West Coast things like that. Because
people already have, just through the mainstream media, their idea of what it is. And so you really have to do extra work to double down on your own point of view and be like, let me present my, you know, experience through comedy and everything and everything.
Definitely. This was my second time going to Europe, and I was reminded that there's a reason why sometimes when you watch Netflix, some people's specials are very broad.
Yep.
Because you want to touch, you want to be able to connect with everybody, and you can't really do that with talking about niche things from your region. You know what I mean? Like I had to stop myself. Like the first night I got in London, I was talking about Carl's Jr. They was like, what is Carl's Jr.? What is that, bruv?
Dude, that's great, dude.
What is that, bruv? What is I was like, McDonald's. Yeah. So I had to change up the whole dynamic of a joke that was about something else, just so they can get the reference.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because some places are just not international.
It's interesting, dude. And it's like, maybe this a little, and it's so tough to do, but it's like, at least I found, like, by being very specific in my point of view, but not locked in, of like, dude, I grew up in SoCal, I understand SoCal stuff. Then through the world, I can therefore like touch on a broad array of subjects. Like, you don't want to be broad in your comedy of like, oh, dude, airplanes, and then now I'm talking about renting a car. Now, like, ooh, let's talk relationships. It's like, you can do all those things, but you got to have the point of view first, and then it's going to be rich. Like, then you get like, you know, the beast all-time great comedians who can talk about and like make unbelievable points with ease.
You have some people who get away with it, you know what I mean, and then, you know, they tend to get lost in the sauce once the premiere of their special on Netflix or whatever is done.
For sure.
Then it's like they've been forgotten and they have to re-release again, which kind of sucks. But it's all about finding what is the point, where is giving a little bit of yourself as well as catering to whoever you're trying to cater to in the world.
Very smart. 100% right. That's dude. So before we dive into our subject today, Vaughn, real quick, do you want to tell listeners Danktorians, dude, as JT coined the term, dude, Danktorians, bro.
I like that.
Dude, I love it, dude. Would you like to tell the Danktorians where's the best place they can hear you, see you, anything, and we'll revisit it at the end, but I like to do it up top too.
Well, I've been doing a lot of local shows in Los Angeles because I just got back like a couple of weeks ago. So I'm not trying to like just jump back into the wind like that. I will be in Canada in November.
Oh, nice.
Vancouver. So I'm gonna be doing a show in Vancouver. I'll put details on the Instagram. Everybody's on Instagram, so I'll just or vonroberts.com.
Perfect. And I'll put those links in the episode bio too, so everyone can check those. So today, for our history subject, and I like that we did a little breakdown of comedy there, but how did we not, dude? I mean, baby, that's like the green room right there. We cut it up, we flesh it out a little bit, dude.
Practically our life.
Yeah, it's super fun. Dude, we talk whose special just came out, blah, blah, blah. Can't believe they got one. Or, dude, it's been a long time coming, you know.
Facts.
But today, we're talking the gold standard. This episode is brought to you by the one and only Farmer's Sassy Sauce. And let me tell you, dude, it is frickin' dank sauce, dude. It's got a perfect balance of sweet and heat, baby. Irresistible flavor, dude. Sassy Sauce is the new heavy hitter in the hot sauce game. Let me tell you, dude, I love it, dude. They got their base Sassy Sauce, dude. You can use it as a freaking salsa, bro. You can dip. As soon as I got it, dude, I gave it the freaking tortilla chip test, dude. Just put the sauce on there, dude. Put it in my mouth, dude, and it was dank. Now I'm putting it on eggs. I'm putting it on tacos, dude. I'm freaking putting it on. Honestly, dude, my mom made some chili the other day that was pretty flat. I would describe it as flat, aka bland. Then I put some sassy sauce in there because she was being sassy with me. She's like, "Oh, Strider, dude, my chili's not that good enough." I was like, "No, Mom, I love you, dude." Psych, it was terrible, dude. Put some sauce on there, gave it the zing it needed. Very dank, dude. And dude, it's a company run by Ben and his dad, dude. So it's, you know, if you're looking to buy a sauce, dude, by buying Sassy Sauce, you're helping the pod, dude. The way we got it set up, dude, it's a good partnership. So I'd be fired up, pun intended, dude, because your mouth would be a little on fire and it'd be freaking stoked. So go to farmersassysauce.com and enter code DANK at checkout for 50% off your first order. That's farmersassysauce.com, promo code DANK.
Yes.
And we were texting a little bit and we're like, all right, dude, what's a fun subject we should talk about? And we just went through a pandemic and are probably still in the midst of one, but at least we have more of an understanding. Shit's not over yet.
Yeah.
But the economy was heavily impacted by it. And these are the major global events: a war, a Great Depression. Mm-hmm. And you were saying before we started recording that right now, you read a book on the gold standard that you were really...
Yeah, it's about the current Great Depression, it calls it. It's like we are in the Great Depression. Because our situation, it seems like we're going through a global reset.
Mm-hmm. It does, dude.
And now we're trying to figure out what is going to be the best way of proceeding forward. You know, if you want to make money, do you stay in media? Mm-hmm. Do you go with something more tangible and try to create a good? It's like, what are you gonna do? And that's all up in the air. It's like, yo, I told somebody the other day the best thing you could do is, if anything, bring back manufacturing to the U.S.
Dude, 100%, bro. That's
because the tariffs with like bringing in goods from other countries is getting crazy.
It's nuts.
And nobody likes us. So,
dude, I know. Because we're so full of ourselves, dude. Dude, just a point to that is like, we call ourselves America, right?
Yeah.
But dude, America includes Canada. It includes every other South American country. We're just the United States of America. Like, we're part of North America, but we just go, we're America. Like, that's our point of view.
The messed up thing about it is we're actually Central America.
No, dude, exactly, bro. Yeah.
But nobody calls us that.
No, 100%.
We're like, we're America, and you're Canada, and you're whatever.
I know, dude, it's insane. But dude, you're 100% correct, because dude, right now, and if you look at this gold standard stuff, like, who was it? FDR, I think in the 1933, FDR is the one who took us off the gold standard, right? And even though I will touch on a little bit, we came off of it for a second in World War I, which was like a trial period. But like, they did it during a wartime economy, and they want to boost the reason they did it was to flood the citizens with like money, to give them spending money because shit's down and whatever. But we were in a wartime economy, so we were manufacturing the shit out of stuff. Yeah. So we had the most gold surplus. Our dollar was strong. We could pay off debts. People were buying stuff. Now we're just consuming, dude. Yeah, we're consuming and we don't make anything. Bro, exactly. When I went over there, when I was overseas, man, Amsterdam and Paris, they boxed us out. They put us in the red state for a minute. Like, the red, don't let them in. And then two, when I was over in Europe, like,
their dollar is worth more than ours.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like $1.50 to our $1. So it's like almost $2. It's almost an extra dollar more than ours. And that it just sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks because you go over there with $50 and you don't have enough for anything. You know what I'm saying?
You get boned on the exchange rate. Granted,
Yeah,
when my
the
Dank
exchange rate is dummy crazy, son.
it's nuts, dude.
It's like you might as well not even do it. It's best to just keep everything on your debit card or your electronic device and just pay like that. And they got it like that, and it's cheaper.
Which
it's
I
like
think is where
15
we're
cents.
going.
Yeah.
And towards the tail end, I want to talk more about cryptocurrencies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, right now, and you just look at tendencies, and you look at econ and shit, dude, and it's like, basically they're putting jargon, and they're fucking obviously smart dudes, and formulas, and trying to predict human behavior. And
Yeah.
But like, we got pandemic relief stuff. I got that shit. I needed it, bro. I was working valet, couldn't go, and during the midst of the height of the pandemic.
Facts.
And then we had the federal aid, and then living in California, we got our Golden State stimulus. What up? And you know, it's like, what do we do with that? I brought a little bit of crypto. I think people maybe some people want to pay off debts, but really it's like, dude, a lot of people that weren't able to get a job, you still have to go and spend on shit.
Yeah.
And because people had the money, then businesses are responding by raising, and then they're having to pay hazard stuff. So it's this insane problem. And so we get stagflation, which right now is like, we're high unemployment, not manufacturing shit, and fucking, what's the last little recipe of that? Let me see. I looked it up in my little notes, dude. I always forget, dude. It's persistent high inflation combined with unemployment and stagnant demand in a country's economy. So demand. So
Facts.
We're starting to consume a ton.
Yeah, and the sad thing about it is we've already consumed, you know, with people getting the stimuluses, we've already consumed our Social Security. So there's no Social Security anymore.
Dude, right. Yeah, because where's this money coming from?
So
I mean, they're printing it, but it's got to be accountable.
It means nothing. It only means something here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're just making it, and then they're like, okay, we'll beef it back later. And it's like, well, there is no later, because now we don't have no Social Security, and people don't want to go to work. You've given them so much money with the EDD and the different things of that nature. They don't want to go back to work unless they have to, because they got more with the emergency EDD than they ever were getting actually working the job.
I know, it's crazy, and it just and I think it's maybe like a labor. Maybe this is just in the long run they say, right, laissez-faire, whatever. Is this just a new form of like a labor market where it's like forever the employers have had the upper hand, right? They've been able to make money and pay people in LA's different, dude, because LA's so fucking expensive.
Oh yeah.
And all
It's
this
like
stuff. It's like, bro, you
have to make $39 an hour.
Correct. Which is two incomes.
Yeah.
So you better be able to be lovable and have someone fucking fall in love with you.
Facts.
Or have a bro who's got your back.
Facts.
Or hustle hard. Like, I mean, dude, doing comedy, making some money, and then, you know, we all have our side hustle until you don't have to.
The tough thing about that, though, is even with the side hustle is like, where do you have the time? Where do you find the time to do anything with that money besides earn it?
We got to spread our butts on OnlyFans, dude. That's what we got to do, dude.
And they brought that back, too.
Aaron, would you sign up for that, dude? If I was like, hey, dude, I'm going to spread my butt on OnlyFans, what up, dude?
Would I, as a consumer?
Yeah, would you? Or I mean, do you think any consumers would think that's, you know?
Oh, I'm sure
is there
there's
any
a market
marketability?
for it.
Oh,
I'm
really?
sure there's a market for it. Yeah.
Thank you, dude.
I think people will buy your butt spreads, bro.
That's sick.
Your butt spreads would probably get a couple of G's.
It'd be nice.
I don't know if it'll be able to sustain itself throughout the year.
I mean, it'd be a little quick boom. Then people would be like, "All right, seen it.
We seen it. It probably go. They'll probably take it, screenshot it, and put it on X.
Yeah, dude.
The X videos. Now you don't have to go to his site.
Joel Osteen's butt, dude. You put my face, dude.
Oh man, that'd be terrible. Dude, he'd be fighting you forever.
Oh, dude, it'd be over, dude. So, and he's probably got the lawyers to do it.
He's on long bank.
Speaking of pumping the economy and giving out this money and everything, and this is basically what they had to do in response to the Great Depression, was come off the gold standard.
Facts.
There's this comedian, John Maynard Keynes or whatever, and he's been wrong about some shit, but he's like, the best way to combat a depression is to get money into the economy as best you can.
Facts.
And look, it was a depression. nobody was able to grow shit. The stock market crashes. Production is down. You're in between world wars. Like, people are just in a rut, dude.
They're in a rut, and they're afraid to spend. So how can you tell somebody the only way to save an economy for everybody is if you spend money that you don't know if you'll get back or if you even have?
Yeah, and the dollar was so inflated, it became like useless. So people were hoarding their gold because they were on the gold standard, and the government's like, and then people were starting to want to collect gold instead of cash for debts.
Facts.
Government sees this as a problem. They go, look, we are going to set it. We're going to make a law, and we're going to standardize how much gold's worth. It's worth $20, something like that. I forget what the number was.
It was like $100. He was giving out $100, which at the time was like worth more than $100.
Right. So they made it a lot, where it was like to incentivize people to actually turn it over. So then they do it, and then the government also made part of that law was illegal to like debt collectors, banks couldn't collect gold. Yeah. Because that was what was boning the system.
Yeah, they were also getting on people, whoever was trying to abstain from giving up their gold too. They were getting on their heads.
Yep. So they go. So the government collects it all. They pay out cash, floods the economy, and really they'll say like, and then you have FDR's New Deals, and maybe it's a broader argument, but like, and then people will say, those things didn't solve the Great Depression. Like, it was the wartime economy, which I think for sure
both
is
of them
huge.
had a strong hand in, because whenever you go to war, you know what I'm saying, for somehow money is raised at a significant level.
You have, exactly. You get these war bonds, you get special bonds with great interest rates, and you have like jobs that are created so people are earning money.
Yeah, and then the death too. The death makes it so more resources are available too.
It's true. Yeah, it's sadly but true, but it's like that is true. Yeah, I know, man. It's freaking nuts. Less consumers, bro. It's crazy. It's dark, but it's crazy. Yeah. And it's true. And so he has these, pays it back, but then afterwards, like to, and that's where, that's what I was gonna say. That's where we get the Federal Reserve from, Fort Knox. So like, like in heist movies, you always see like, what is it? What Die Hard is that, Aaron?
That's
one
Die
with
Hard
the
Vengeance, number 3.
with Samuel Jackson.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. Yeah.
Chester A. Arthur, bro. Who's Chester A. Arthur?
He's so funny, man. I love him as a villain.
Dude, he's so good, bro. Dude.
Yeah.
His
riddles were
who's
crazy.
the dude? What's his name? No, what's his name?
Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons
riddles was crazy.
Yeah, dude, he was a fucking beast in that. I love that guy.
I love great villains.
Yeah, dude, if you need a movie to work, here's it. You got to have a villain who you can understand why they're doing it, because it's coming from a place of like
facts,
their past, or they were wronged by someone. You just don't agree with the means with which they do it.
Yeah. They're very extreme.
Like Ed Harris in The Rock. You're like, dude, the government boned him over. He lost soldiers. They made him pull out. He was mad about that. Yeah. And he goes, fuck you guys. I'm going to go get mine. But he ended up being a good guy. He wasn't really going to do it. Nah. Then you had his crazy guys that came in. I think you can learn a lot from the movie The Rock.
Yes. The Rock was a great movie. That was with Sean Connery, correct?
Yep, Sean Connery.
Yeah, that was my guy.
That was the last movie. Dude, I love Sean Connery. Do you know, Aaron, is this true or false? Was that the last movie that he didn't wear a wig in? Every movie after that?
He wore a wig in that for sure.
He did. What, Entrapment? Was that the last one?
The one where he did with, what's his name's wife? Yeah.
Dude.
She was freaking hot.
Yeah, with the laser scene, dude.
Yeah,
legit.
Yeah,
dude.
he trained her very well for that, even though he couldn't do it himself.
Dude, yeah, bro, dude, exactly, because he's like too old. Dude, that whole movie, if you rewatch it, which I did like a year or two ago, it's all just training. It's just them at like a sick ass castle.
Yeah, he's got a sick castle.
Chemistry. Yeah, bro. I'm like, why are you even pulling this heist, dude? You have Catherine Zeta-Jones in a sick ass castle with you, dude. You made it, dude.
Why are you doing
this?
That's
it. Yeah, you don't need it, but he needs the thrill, dude.
Hey, you know what other movies all training basically is V.
Oh, V for Vendetta?
Yeah. He mentally trains her and locks her in some kind of like underground thing, and she believes and accepts.
Sick ass movie, which was also in theaters during another sick ass heist movie, Inside Man. With freaking
Denzel Washington.
Denzel, yeah, dude. Yeah. Can't go wrong.
So great.
Can't go wrong. Dude, anyway, dude, I'll talk about heist movies all day. I tell Aaron all the time, if they
were stealing gold bricks too, and Inside.
Oh
Man.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Was that Fort Knox, Aaron, that they were at?
No, they're just in a bank in New York.
Right. It might maybe. Oh yeah. It's always like either Fort Knox gold, or there's always some sort of like evil Nazi gold that they're stealing. You know what I mean? Like that's always the plot in movies, dude.
Have you ever read this book, The Creature from Jekyll Island?
No, sounds sick though.
It's basically about how the banking system, all the major banks, the major families, the Rothschilds and all them, they got together in Jekyll Island. Used to have secret meetings over there. It's like an island in Georgia, and they used to have meetings over there. And then they would take all the gold and they would decide how things would go with the treasury. So inflation and all that stuff and different things and how money would fluctuate throughout time. And that's also supposedly where they made it so they put all these regulations in place where new banks can't emerge.
Yeah, dude, so whack. Old money just barring people out, dude.
Yeah, because that's the thing
whales.
where it's not about, for them, it wasn't about the capitalism or about the money. It was about the power and the control.
Of course.
If you can stop people from creating their own bank, which they tell you can actually do, but who's actually been successful at creating their own bank?
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, if you think about it, it's kind of funny. It's like, it's the best business model, dude. Just let me, like, all you need to do is have a sick ass security team and be trustworthy. And it's like, all right, then you can have
$1 million. You have to have $1 million in currency, I think liquid assets, to start an actual bank. And then once the bank is started, that's how the credit unions start. Credit unions get together, a bunch of people get together and they start it up. But they have to pay, a lot of them don't last because they have to pay the actual other guys, the big guys, so much money in like whatever fees just to exist.
Lenders and shit, dude. Yeah, it's so gnarly. I'm in a credit union, dude. You get some good rates. Helps you buy a car, some good stuff.
Yeah,
It's nice.
and building your credit up is great.
Yeah, it's huge. It's funny. You get rewarded. Yeah, you get rewarded for having those good tendencies. I don't know if that's funny, but it's freaking legit, dude.
Yeah.
But dude, to be sick, yeah. Everyone like, dude, whenever like a cousin visits from out of town, dude, they always like do all the cocaine, and then they just pitch you business ideas nonstop, dude. And you're like, dude, we're just playing board games tonight. Like, take it easy. But it's like they're always pitching like DJ festivals. I'm like, dude, we should just make a bank.
Yeah.
And you know what, dude? I feel like
and charge people outrageous rates.
100%, dude. And then go
overdraft again, you son of a bitch.
Then go buy our own island, put on our own comedy shows, dude.
Facts,
guys. Vaughn and I are taking over the world right now.
Oh yeah, we're plotting, man.
You think we said we love villains? We put it out there. Okay, we're two villains.
Man,
Sorry, guys.
I love a good villain, man. I've always fashioned myself to be a Thanos, so I'll lift weights.
That, dude.
I'll lift hella weights, and then when people come to the island, I'll just pound them into submission and take their money physically.
Dude, Thanos would have a sick ass OnlyFans, dude. Oh. Thanos naked, dude. Let's go, bro.
Oh, Thanos naked.
Just lifting, Thanos lifting like that, dude. That'd be sick.
And just sitting on the edge of a bed like that black guy.
Oh, dude, that meme. Is there any meme that's gone around more than that?
Nah, that guy.
I don't know if there's ever been a meme more.
He's fucking invincible in the meme game,
dude. No. You can say fuck on this podcast. You can say anything, dude. Sure. No, you can say anything, dude. We don't hold anything back. We don't edit anything out. Although,
well, because you asked for the dank earlier, and he was like, no. Dude, never. You don't smoke back here, asshole. You smoke in the front.
There's got to be some rule. There has to be order, dude, and Aaron provides it. But dude, these new banks, I was going to say, and then we'll get back to some gold standard, is a lot of them, and my fiance gets fired up on this, is it's now like green investing. So what a bank does, and like obviously people know this, but like they'll take your money, hold it, but obviously they're going to invest it while they're holding it. Not everyone needs to withdraw all their money on any given day. So new banks now, I think there's like one called One West, or I don't know, but they invest in like new technologies, green technologies. It's all like conscious investing rather than like.
They're also doing the Bitcoin thing now too.
Yeah, dude, you can do some. I know it's like the alternative thing, and like that's one way. I'm talking to some buddies who are heavy into crypto, buddies, dude. My buddies
it's
who are
too
heavy into crypto.
Volatile for me. It's so scary.
They go, dude, and these guys are some wealthy dude. One of my buddies has a boat, dude. What up? Yeah, he's got a boat, and he's like, yeah, I dabble in crypto, but he's like, I only will put 2% of my portfolio max in it, because it's too crazy.
Yeah.
And basically, what are we all doing right now? We're all betting on which one's gonna go, like, quote, to the moon next. I'm like, I don't know, dude.
Man,
how many? Are you sick of the phrase "to the moon," dude?
I'm sick of that, man. Because I tell people, I was like, yo, whenever somebody tells you something, that means it's too late.
Right. Yeah. If I'm finding out, dude, I never find out. It's too late. I'm not on the freaking Georgia Island. I'm not on Jekyll Island, bro.
Invest in Dogecoin. I was like, no.
Dude, exactly. I'm gonna get ripped off. It's gonna switch tomorrow, dude.
Just like the fucking GameStop thing.
I was gonna say. People got boned on that, dude.
You're so stupid. Why would you do that? It's over.
I know. If you once I know, it's done, dude.
You're late to the party. She's got cum on her face already. She's ready to go home.
She's over, dude.
She's ready to go home. You're showing up with your cock out. Like, we're done.
It's done, dude. Get it out, dude. Dude. All right, so All right, gold standard, baby. April 5th, 1933, Roosevelt orders all the gold coins back. You're right, $100 certificate, dude. It's right here in the notes.
Yeah.
Legit. Then May 10th, the government had taken in like $300 million in gold coin, $470 million in certificates. 2 months later, joint resolution with Congress, which just sounds sick to say.
Sick.
Maybe that just
Those
means
guys are assholes too.
No, dude, of course. They're making all the moves, dude. Then they increase the price of gold so they make money on it, which is intended, right? So that they can dole more out. And basically what this is kind of what we were saying going back to World War II and what got us out of the Depression is this is giant monetary policy. You've got monetary and fiscal policy. Mm-hmm. Fiscal policy, like I put these little definitions down, dude, is the means by which a government... Exactly, dude. I know this shit off the top of my dome, but I'll read it. Adjust is a spending levels and tax rates to monitor and influence a nation's economy. So spending levels, government spending, how much they're putting out, which is once they have the gold in, then how much they're going to spend on, New Deal programs, whatever it is. And then tax rates to monitor and influence a nation's economy. This is coupled with monetary policy, which is the money supply. So that's your Fed Reserve, and that's just once they print the money and put it out there. So those are how the government can influence the economy. Those are their two main methods of doing so. Yeah, man. It's crazy because with the gold standard change, you wonder how, you wonder if a lot of these rappers knew about it before. That's why they gold chains. Dude. I'm stacked in Big Daddy Kane. Dude, I went to this is pretty sick. I don't know if people know this, but I went to a club in Miami once, and it was fucking tight. And this was during Le'Veon Bell's holdout. Yeah. So Le'Veon Bell was there, and he had a table, and he was hanging out and had two giant gold chain necklaces. And then there was two amazing, I'm talking Catherine Zeta-Jones level attractive ladies. Racially ambiguous. 100%. Just if aliens came down from onto Earth, they'd go, those are hot ladies. That's what it's undeniable. What are you? Empirically, they're like, this is good. Yeah. And, they would be able to tell. And Le'Veon Bell's just like, dude, just like anoints them with fucking putting a gold chain on one and then a gold chain on another. Dude, I was like, that's amazing. It was incredible, dude. And then he's just hanging out, dude. I was like, this is great. He just dubbed them. Yeah. And they're going to have sex with him. Dude, and how much are those fucking, that's probably 60 grand, 100 grand. Who knows? Yeah. Dude, I'm talking like a thick ass like. Oh, and it hurt their necks too. Dude, it's not light, dude. They're already in a position to give head. My neck is shrouded. Dude, that's gold, dude. Yeah. Pun intended, dude. Pun intended. So then we're coming to the more modern era. Like, we're off the gold standard. We're currently off the gold standard. There was something in the Nixon era, and then with some shit with the Soviet Union, where basically it came down to, in the 70s, we hit another little depression, not a great depression. Nixon was like, fuck this. We weren't producing shit. We were outsourcing everything, and like we are now. Dodos, which is like we're dependent on everybody. Who knows what the numbers will be? But like, dude, we're importing way more than we export. Look at our fucking coast, bro. You go to speaking of which, the UK's doing the same. They ran out of chicken. Dude, I was reading an article about that. Dude, I read an article. I was like, whoa. Dude, it was this heartwarming. They was rationing out chicken. Like, you could only get a small portion of it. You couldn't, getting, a lot of it. That's real wartime shit. Yeah. Dude, I was reading an article that was like, they're not going to have turkey for Thanksgiving. Because I guess there's not enough skilled or laborers, and then there's not enough truck drivers to drive the EV trucks or whatever they need around Europe or something. Yeah, because I guess maybe people aren't incentivized. They don't. I was in Wales, and they were talking about how they didn't have. They can go get it, but the people are not going to drive the trucks to go do it. Nobody wants to work, basically. Yes. So it's like, damn, if nobody wants to work, it's crazy. People. They want to live in an economy, but you have to remember an economy, the first three letters in an economy is eco. So we all depend on each other. Nice. If you don't fucking go to work, then somebody else is going to suffer. Mm-hmm. So, it's just you have to go to work and you have to spend the money. There's no way around it. Either that or you get prepared to grow your own shit and then eventually be at war with everybody that comes past your house they're like, I'm hungry and this guy's growing vegetables. Yes. I'm gonna fucking take his shit. Then we're Walking Dead style without the zombies. Yes, dude. Definitely. Dude. And we all can't be so good at growing our own shit like Tom Brady. And then but Tom Brady also kisses his kids on the lips, so okay. Dude, no one's perfect, dude. He's the GOAT, but no one's perfect, dude. Yeah. His wife, what is his wife's Giselle, dude.
Giselle,
She's a supermodel.
She has changed his life dramatically.
I know, dude. I know. Hey, dude. Hey,
I think that's
love of a
she
good woman.
introduced to a lot of the weird stuff.
Yeah, hey, but it's working, bro.
Yeah, he's in
This
the
fucking
best shape of
guy,
his life.
dude, it's unbelievable. He was saying the other day, he's like, I'll play till I'm 50. I believe it, dude.
I think
Until
he
I
do
see
it
it
too.
drop off, bro, I'll believe it, dude.
I think LeBron is chasing him as well.
I know.
He's like, I'm
LeBron's-
going to play.
He wants to play with his kid, too.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome. And his
Yeah.
kid will be on the Lakers. It'll be sick.
Facts. He's
And
definitely
he's
going
good,
to the
too,
Lakers.
dude.
Yeah, and he's tall too.
Yeah. I
He's
like-
already there. He's already been dunking on people in high school.
Are you a Lakers or a Clippers fan growing up in LA?
You know what? I am. First of all, I hate when people do this to the Clippers, man. They're not a bad team.
No.
They've actually been to the playoffs damn near every year in recent times. And when they do go to the playoffs, do you notice the area of LA just gets quiet? Their banners are up. Nobody talks about them in the player. People go, shh, shut the fuck up. Don't support them.
Dude,
They don't have Kobe. Fuck these guys.
Dude, it's Kobe love, dude. It is.
It gets so quiet when they were in playoffs. And then when they almost did it and everybody started getting loud because Kawhi had just got here, then they were like, we knew they were going to fuck up. It was a whole bunch of jinx. I was like, you son of a bitch. Why can't you just be happy for these guys?
I know, dude.
Just give it to them, man. They almost had it.
I'm so mad that Kawhi got hurt, dude. I love Kawhi Leonard.
I love Kawhi,
San Diego
too.
State. He's a California guy.
He's a true
Riverside?
Californian. Yeah. Well, in IE area.
Yeah.
And then he played in San Diego.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. He's a true IE person.
He's awesome, man. What do you have, a knee injury?
I think it was it was either knee or ankle. One of
Dude,
them.
speaking of LA, I don't know if you noticed this, but I'll go and play a little bit of pickup basketball, but I feel like the Clippers donated a ton of backboards because every fucking backboard, dude, in different parts, I'll go to like Brentwood, I'll go to Pan Pacific in West Hollywood, I'll go play over in the Valley with my buddy. All the black, and they're nice backboards. It's like clear ones, but they all have like a Clippers sticker on there, and I'm like, what the fuck? I thought this was a Lakers town.
They didn't have no gym, so they didn't have no. They just now getting a gym.
Dude, that's great.
They didn't have no gym, so then it was like well, we need areas. We don't have no. We're not paying for a stadium. We're renting one from the Lakers.
Dude, amazing. Yes.
So we have the extra money. Let's just go put fucking courts all over the place to let people know we exist.
Super grassroots movement.
Like
dude.
it's a promotional factor.
I know, dude.
We donated this because
should
they got
move-
one in Lakewood too. I think
They do? Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, they should move back. The Clippers should move to Seattle, dude. Seattle needs another team, dude. They've got like the Kraken now for hockey or some shit. Dude, I know, bro.
That's
Isn't that
a stupid
hilarious?
name.
I know, the Kraken, dude. And I'm like, dude, Seattle's a good sports town. Like they lost all they love the Seahawks.
They lost the
I
Sonics.
think they liked the Sonics, but lost them.
The
And they
Sonics-
were fucking good because Oklahoma City was good forever.
Hey, Oklahoma City, when they got the Sonics and they changed to the Thunder, it's been a sad time down there. When I was down there recently, it's like people are holding on to a dead body. It's
They
like,
got
yo,
nothing for any of those guys, bro. They had Westbrook, Harden, and Durant, and what the fuck did they?
their downtown area is not a place that that keeps athletes.
Dude, no, I drove through there, dude. Nothing
Dead.
going on. Oklahoma City, dude, is like, dude.
You almost want to tell them, keep the crackheads there so it looks like people are walking downtown. It's too clean down here.
So
It looks like
sorry, dude.
every corner in Oklahoma looks like a fucking car commercial.
Dude, it does. It is very clean. Dude, you're right, bro. And there's a nice little walking maps and shit, dude. Dude, it is. It'd be great
It's like-
for a dong march, dude. It'd be really good for a dong march.
Definitely, you got corporate buildings,
Big time,
fucking
dude.
empty as fuck. You're like, they should just turn it into a leasing space.
Dude, I was there. I was driving from Chicago to LA with my freaking dank ass fiance. This time last year, we were in Oklahoma City, and obviously it was COVID.
Yeah.
So I chalked it up to COVID. I was like, this place is fucking a ghost town, dude.
It's a ghost town.
But it's always probably like that. I mean,
No, I was down there. I had down there coincidentally. Preacher Lawson, Drew Lynch.
Oh,
we were all
nice.
staying in the same hotel. They were performing at Bricktown. I was performing at some other comedy spot in that area, and it was like you can go in on your floor and yell and hear an echo.
jeez.
There was no way that I was gonna be like, oh, it's after the show, I'm gonna go and have a broad with me. It was like, no, after the show, you go to that room.
Yep.
And you
get-
turn on cable.
Exactly.
And
you
just
spank.
Spank.
You spank yourself. Did you go to Spank Revision?
No, you know what? When I do, I don't tend to go through the TV. I go through my phone.
Yeah,
iPhone,
yeah.
you know, I just put the iPhone on and.
I was gonna say, who's really making the extra aggressive move to download a porno on their like Marriott Bonvoy business trip
No,
on the TV?
but you know what? They did have So they do have iTVs, so you could connect your phone to the TV.
That's
the
a
smart
good move,
TVs,
because
so
that's
you
nice.
get it like
76
big,
inches
yeah.
of just my OnlyFans b-hole.
Oh, hey, you know what?
I'm just saying, guys. You gotta make money
I don't
somehow.
know, man. I don't know if that would be my choice, but I'll take a look at it if I had another person in the room just to examine.
Yeah, you got to
the
check it
profile,
out. Try anything twice.
just to check it out.
And look, they say there's a lid for every pot.
Yeah,
Got to put that saying to
She'd
the
probably
test.
be into it. She'd probably be into it because girls are into buttholes nowadays.
Yeah, that's a big thing now.
Yeah, girls are really into the booty. Like girls are touching my ass and grabbing my ass. I'm like, well, there's nothing. That's all you can do with it.
It's nice. It's nice. Hey, you know what? Hey, look, and I'm not saying don't enjoy that. Someone might enjoy that, but it's like, it's a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got no problem, dude. My fiance smacked my ass. I love it, dude. I look at her in the eye, I go, sexualize me.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Fun.
It's good. You know what's crazy?
Feel desired. I'm a little kitten.
The more society changes, where women are becoming the breadwinners in the relationship.
Bro,
we're tending, like, I cleaned up the house the other day, and my chick, she was so excited to, see me clean up. And then she wanted to touch my ass.
There you go. That's what I mean. It
was like I was the housewife.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, there's something to be said for just like, and she goes, you know what that is? It's a guy, he's committed. He's you know what that is? It's a part of nesting, dude. My fiance taught me this term, nesting, bro. That's like, we get fired up on picking out furniture and shit together, but part of that's cleaning and taking care. She sees that you're showing pride in your space and your space together, you guys plural. And that, you know what that does, dude? That gets ladies horny, dude.
Facts.
Investment in the relationship gets ladies horny, dude. Gets me a little bit horny too, dude.
Hey.
You know what else gets me horny, dude? Gold.
Yes.
And dude, so basically in the 70s there was some shit, the global economy was bigger and something with oil in Russia, I forget what it was, but basically it was like they invested and created the euro dollar in the 70s.
Yeah.
And that surpassed, just like you were talking about your trip to Europe.
Facts.
It outweighed the dollar. So then America needed to make another choice because we were no longer able to pay off our debts with our strong dollar because we had such gold. So then there was an argument to like, oh, should we go back to the gold standard now? But then you talk to every economist nowadays and they're like, it doesn't make sense to be on a gold standard now. Money is an agreement we all make together that says this little piece of paper is worth this number based on economic principles, and it used to be based on gold, something tangible.
We're in the mixed.
Exactly, but now it's like, it's an idea, and we all trust this idea.
Facts.
So, and
it's really an idea now because we're switching to digital everything.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted to bring it up at this point of like with crypto. Like, when do you think we'll trust the idea of Bitcoin? Will it be Bitcoin or like Ethereum or something else?
Well, the idea of crypto is people have to buy into the idea. It's like an NFT.
Okay, yeah, NFTs are tricky.
Yeah, it's like an NFT. Like anybody can. I've seen people talk about creating their own crypto.
I know, dude. Everyone
So it's
being
like,
from Orange County, bro. This is what was my big indicator of the economy's going down.
Yeah.
It's like, dudes are being like, yeah, man, I'm moving out of my mom's house and I'm just gonna go mine crypto in Seattle. And I'm like, huh?
Like, I hate
get a
those
hard
DMs
drive
too.
or something. I'm like, I don't know what this. Yeah, dude.
Just stop. Get out of my DMs. If you're really making money, you don't need to solicit me to work for you.
Correct. You're not giving me a good stock tip if I'm finding out about it right now, third party. And then if you're DMing me, if that's your primary mode of communication, like, dude, just young kids out there, just word of, from two guys who Vaughn puts on his own tours in Europe, dude. The guy knows what he's doing. Get a fucking email address. Not a business card, but some sort of, there's something to be said for professionalism.
Yeah.
Dude. Don't be sliding into DMs.
They're losing their professionalism.
I know.
A lot of them didn't go to college, so you don't learn those things that mean something. Because there's no difference between, it's just like how you have a regular person and you have an agent.
Mm-hmm.
An agent is going to type up that email very professionally, send it to the people that they need to send it to, and then things are going to get done.
Yes.
A regular person is going to go and DM somebody, go and comment on somebody's page, probably call them, and it just goes out of the chain. It goes out of the chain of operations, and it also just looks very unprofessional. It's like, you're treating me too casually, brother. Stay out of it. Stop talking to me.
Dude, I was training a valet one time, dude. This kid Jeff, dude, he works there. I literally know him.
Asshole. Sounds
dude,
like
yeah,
asshole already.
dude,
Jeff.
bro, exactly, dude. Jeff was a huge asshole. The guy goes 15 minutes training him on the job, dude. And this is Beverly Hills Hotel. All the beautiful people.
Beautiful people.
Park a woman's car is attractive. He comes back and he goes, dude. And he goes, have you ever scored pussy working here? And I was like, bro. First of all, you use the word scored. I haven't heard that since 1991, dude. Maybe Mark McGrath can say that. And then 2, I've known you for 15 minutes, bro, and you're at work.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I got a chill vibe.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
not going to go tell the boss. Like,
I'm not gonna say
you know what I
nothing.
mean? But I'm like, at that moment in that time, I was like, I'm not going to trust this guy.
I'm not going to let you
Is he going to be the first guy I'm going to ask to cover a shift? And when you're new, you need guys. Because I'm like, dude, this guy's not professional. Bro, you got to have some professionalism.
And there's people around. Somebody could have heard me say that.
Big time. Then we're both
I've actually got a wife. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
My name's
exactly.
Strider, and I'm getting married.
Dude, exactly, bro. Dude,
Who are you?
100%, bro. Like, no, dude, I do not.
Sound like you're trying to incriminate me. The
I don't
first thing you
score
do to
anywhere,
connect.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
I score at home.
Dude, exactly, bro. I scored a nice deal from West Elm this weekend, dude. All right, bro.
That's it.
Kidding me, dude? I scored a few coupons from BB and B, dude. You ever heard of Bed Bath and Beyond, bro?
That's right.
Anyway, dude, it's unbelievable. These fucking, and look, I'm not going to harp on young kids. They're geniuses. They're reinventing stuff. I love it. I can't wait for the progress to come. But like you were saying with the fact that the fact that someone's sending an email on your behalf, it means you have relationships. That's already an endorsement. It's already you. So
that's a gold standard.
yeah, dude, bro, 100%. And maybe the big take from this, the only gold standard is, investing in the relationships that you have, yourself, your own well-being, and just quickly circling back to you saying, like, people saying, oh, I don't want to go to college. I mean, we're comedians. Like, no one's ever asked me, bro, if what college I've gone to, only casually. Like, no one's ever asked me my GPA or for a transcript. But I'll tell you this. Great life experience. Those classes, they teach you how to critically think. The fact that you have to write papers, have due days, set your own schedule. All of that's about becoming an adult, dude.
About becoming an adult.
And you incur debt. And that teaches you a lot about being an adult,
Facts.
dude.
And we do those without an institution.
Bro, 100%, dude, 100%,
So,
dude.
and the other thing too, like, it's like you look at all these things that they're inventing, and it's like, yo, you're making things easier. Yes, you're working, you're thinking, right? But where's the work?
Mm-hmm.
All of those things, you're creating things, you're creating NFTs, you're doing all these things, but you still have to work. There still has to be some physical aspect to everything that you're creating.
Mm-hmm.
Crypto is only good if people can actually get the money.
Yeah.
If I can't get the money, then crypto is just me talking to you for hours and watching numbers fucking go dance on a screen, and then there's nothing that can come of that. I need to be able to eventually pull this out and go and buy something tangible that I could actually hold in my hand or eat.
Correct. And until either you can transfer that back to dollars, or world economies and countries decide and businesses decide to say, kind of like how they take Apple Pay, like, we will accept Bitcoin for this.
Yeah.
And I think maybe Elon Musk said something about that, like you could put a Tesla down payment in Bitcoin. I don't know if that's still. I don't know if that's still the deal, but I'm like, I don't know about that.
Because I mean, in some countries don't even accept American Express.
And I heard China didn't China, dude. I know exactly. And where do they accept Discover Card, dude? I'd like to discover the place that accepts that, dude. And fucking yeah, I think China just like said cryptocurrency's like kind of out. I just think I read an article on that. And if China said no, later, dude, because they're the ones who own everyone's debt, dude.
Facts. But the other thing too is like this. Cryptocurrency was a thing that was created for people to do things online without it being traced back to them.
Exactly.
Financially.
Like nefarious, probably activities, right?
So with all of that said, it's like cryptocurrency is great, but it's not here to stay. People are eventually gonna quit it, and they're not gonna be like invested into it anymore. They're putting up little things. I think it'll last for a little bit, but then eventually they'll be like, this is stupid. We all need to be on one united front. And then that's when you have the whole world dollar, our world, you know what I'm saying, when they all become one nation, because they're moving towards that shit.
Yeah.
The world dollar.
And I think that's true. And like maybe that'll be like sort of akin to a crypto, but it will be like all these altcoins will probably go away, and it'll be like a big, because dude, why not just be on a world dollar? Like, we're in a world of global economy. Like,
it's already happening.
Dude, it's like you go to countries that are tragically like bad economy. Like I went to Cambodia a few years ago. They use the dollar.
Yeah.
Cambodia uses the US dollar, and dude, they're all fucking. You go there and like if you have a dollar that's in bad shape,
Yeah.
because people that have money will abuse people. Like it's like basically it's human nature, but really highlighted and just on a grosser level. And it's just like if you go to a market and buy something from someone and it's a dollar that's like kind of beat up or crumpled, they won't take it there because they know that the lenders and the people they want to pay it to won't accept even though it's a dollar and it's good and it's, me and you wouldn't think twice about going and
needs to be crispy and nice.
It's got to be crispy and nice. And I don't know why, but it's like it's sketchy, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's fucking nuts. So
we're heading into a bad space. It only way that we could get out of it is if people start working.
Yeah.
That's the only way we'll return to normal. If people work and save and relax for a little bit, and enjoy some stand-up comedy shows because we don't charge that much.
Hey, dude, exactly, bro. A lot of my shows are free, dude. Cruise over, dude.
Facts,
dude. Cruise, dude. Once again, thank you to the folks at Farmer's Sassy Sauce for sponsoring this episode of the pod. And by folks, I mean, dude, freaking Ben and his dad, dude. It's a family-run business, dude. Father and son, dude. It's just a freaking beautiful thing, dude. It's basically the field of dreams of freaking hot sauce business, dude. It's freaking so legit, dude. The sauce is absolutely dank, dude. It's got a little bit of sweetness in there, dude, and just followed by some heat. It's legit, dude. I'm not gonna lie, dude. It makes stuff dank, dude. I'm putting it on my breakfast tacos. I make those, dude, because sometimes I like to go Texas style, and I don't say this lightly. I don't mess around with the breakfast burritos. It's the most important food that there is. And I'm not just going to put any sauce on it, dude. And I put the Sassy sauce on there that's got a little extra heat. It's my favorite one. The mild one's great, dude, because you can use it as a straight up salsa all on its own or as a sauce if you don't like the heat that much, dude. So they're taking care of your taste buds. They're taking care of everything, dude. If you're a millennial, put it on your avocado toast. Zing, dude. So I'm fired up on it, dude. Farmer Sassy Sauce, family-run business, dude, partnering with the podcast, dude. By buying this sauce, you're helping the pod, you're helping me, you're helping Ben and his dad start a freaking legit business. They started in Indianapolis, dude. So fired up, dude. It's local stuff, dude. So there's nothing like, especially during these times, helping out a local biz that honestly makes dank sauce. So you be helping yourself out too. So listeners, dude, aka Dankatorians, dude, you can get 50% off your order with code DANK at checkout. So go to farmersassysauce.com and enter code DANK at checkout for 50% off your first order. That's farmersassysauce.com, promo code DANK. Treat yourself, dude. No, I agree, dude. It's like you've heard stuff for years. You've heard the term like war on the environment. Like let's get some like a wartime economy. So it's a lot of manufacturing to redo the way we create power. And you have Biden's bill about are we gonna have a green belt or something like that. And who knows what's gonna get approved. But it's like in the meantime, it's like, bro, I'm like, dude, I'll go fucking sling some packages for Amazon. I'm looking at shit right now. I'm like,
facts.
Maybe I got to go back to valet for a little bit. You know, I've been lucky with some podcast stuff and everything like that, and taking some nice moves. But you know, you gotta
get the bread, man. You gotta get the money.
Gotta have your bread and butter.
And it's detrimental to all your relationships. You know what I'm saying? Your relationship with your family, your relationship with your fiance. You need to be bringing something to the table as a man. Because back in the day, all you had to do as a man was be strong. Mm-hmm. And be big and not take no shit. But now it's like you have to be smart. Your size and whatever else does not matter. It's all about you being smart and being financially aware, and then also knowing how to move money and move currency and what is of value.
Mm-hmm. And that's not to say anyone out there not to chase your dreams. But here's the thing. Yeah. You got to chase your dreams, and if you want to make that dream a reality, big part of chasing it is hustling, dude.
Facts.
It's hustling and having your 9 to 5 and or even your part-time gig, and keeping spending down and fucking getting after it, dude.
Bro, I had a conversation with a person the other day, like, and somebody was like, Vaughn, why'd you come off so harsh? I was like, yo, because this person needs to hear this. Obviously, there's no person talking to this person about the pros and cons of situations. A kid. And I know he was a kid because the statement was just so like dumb. Mm-hmm. It wasn't dumb, but it wasn't well thought out either. He was like, "Yo, I think I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. My goal is to start a YouTube channel." I was like, "Yo, that's a very oversaturated market, bro. Mm-hmm. And if you do start it, you don't even know what content you're gonna be putting out
Totally, bro.
So you don't even know what content you're going to be putting out, and you're starting your YouTube channel so late in the game where YouTube is like changed some of its things to where it's so difficult to even get 1,000 subscribers. Who's going to subscribe to you if you're not even a part of a community? Because you're a part of a community. ATC, comedy, all these things, they're a part of a community. That's why they're able to grow. If you're not a part of a community or affiliated with anything, you building a YouTube channel or starting a YouTube channel is going to be a big hardship on you. I'm not going to say it can't happen, because I know that weird things have happened, but you should invest in something tangible. Do the YouTube channel. But there's other things out here. Do you know that we have a shortage of airplane pilots?
Really?
Yes. It's to the point where they're actually making schools to teach people how to fly airplanes and certify them so they can be more pilots. Because when's the last time you heard anybody getting into the Air Force?
Dude, exactly. Never, dude.
Who the fuck is out there Tom Cruise in it?
I wish I was, dude. Just running, dude, cruising around. Dude, you know what's it? And this is a great point.
You know that airplane movie's coming out.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck it.
Dude, they're coming out with the new Top Gun.
They're Navy pilots.
Oh, good call.
Oh.
Aaron, dude, good call, bro.
Navy pilots?
He's a naval aviator.
That's true.
It's very specific. about
F-14.
He said you're very specific.
Oh, no, bro, dude. Aaron's a beast. He can name everything Top Gun, dude. He knows all the guys,
Aaron.
dude.
I appreciate you, because Air Force. But you know what? Either way, those guys are. It's becoming harder and harder to find pilots.
Yeah.
So that's why they're opening schools and stuff.
All skilled labor, and I think, like, you go back to the time when the economy was flourishing. People were investing in skilled labor and education,
Trades.
in trades, and you're hearing people say, "Oh, I don't need to go to college or this or that," and you can maybe get by making a little more if they raise minimum wage. But it's like, dude, if you become an electrician, dude, honestly, if like we become decently successful comedians, we basically have a trade.
Facts.
We're basically like carpenters, but frickin' jokes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it is. Like, so it's like you're investing in a trade and it takes time, but dude, you could invest in becoming I don't even fucking know, AC repairman, whatever, pilot, like airplane technician, HVAC, dude, HVAC driver, 100%. Dude, it's not bad. And it's not to say, dude, you can get in pretty early. You got to grind, you got to show up. But,
Facts.
But
you could do it a little
good.
bit and still do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you have to have a sustainable situation. You have to have multiple sources of income. It's mandatory nowadays.
True.
It's mandatory. So if you don't have that, then you have to have a sustainable source of income in order to chase your dreams. I tell people all the time, and I wish I had a louder voice, and I mean louder voice across the internet, across the universe. Stop listening to Will Smith.
What's Will Smith doing, dude?
Will Smith was the one. Remember, there was a video that circulated about him and other motivational speakers are low key. They're low-key con artists anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
Because all the people who were successful didn't need no motivational speakers. So you got Will Smith telling people there was no plan B. I woke up every day and I did this. I was like, yo, Will Smith, you did this in the 80s. You was a teenager. You were a rapper. You met Quincy Jones.
Yes.
And he put you on a show. You couldn't act. You won a Grammy. Your story is not relevant to the times of today.
Dude, and it's also like Will Smith. You're speaking like he's an unbelievably talented fucking is there anyone more charismatic? You're like, dude, like when Will Smith's giving that message, it's also like, dude, we're not as charismatic as you, dude. Like, you're
what
the
are you
fucking
talking
man,
about,
dude.
man?
Rapper, actor, handsome as hell.
You're
jacked.
over 6 feet.
Yeah, you're over 6 feet tall. You're jacked. And that's not to say, like, look, dude, he probably did have to overcome some hurdles. And like when he came up, like the industry probably was holding out, like, you know, he could probably only like what was Saved by the Bell on early on in the day?
I don't know, but he had already won a Grammy before the show even went off.
Okay,
so
he's
money.
a beast. And yeah, he's a beast, dude. And most people are, and not to say like, he's an elite guy, dude. And you get these
you can't give out advice like that. You're telling people not to work in an economy that if we don't work, we can't watch your movies.
Yeah. Dude, exactly. But I can't pay and go see this, or I can't pay to come for your conference. JT brings up a good point in his stand-up a lot of times where he's like, dude, fucking, do you hear about college kids? dude, fucking like Aldous Huxley or like what other author like smoked a ton of weed or like fucking did like LSD and made them creative. And JT says like, what else do you have in common with Aldous Huxley? Like, if you look at like, turn the next page and it's like, he fucking has a degree in this from this university, like busted his ass like all these hours.
Enlightened
probably
character.
had a horrible childhood.
Facts.
Probably had like, not that anyone did, but it's like, you got to read the whole book, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
there's so many faces to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, you can't ride off of one common denominator and think that common denominator is going to bring you to the same point as another individual.
For sure. Yeah, you just got to be realistic. You got to be, the best. You got to be honest with your introspection.
It sounded like I was an asshole when I was telling him, yo, check this out, stay away, focus on this, get your bread. At least you'll have and probably like 10 years, you'll have enough money to get you a house. You'll have a career that may have benefits. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna have a 401k plan, but at least you'll have enough money to start your own 401k plan if you invest your money wisely and meet a lot of different individuals from flying planes, which you will.
Dude, hell yes. And that's great advice too for anyone out there with a day gig or whatever. I tell all the young valets this, even freaking Jeff, dude. Fucking Jeff, dude.
Try to set you up.
Dude, exactly, bro. Trying to freaking get me busted in front of management, dude. Get in a Roth IRA. And do it early, because your best asset is time when you're young, and just put a little bit away, whatever you can. Is freaking a smart ass call. And then I also said, dude, you being tough on him, and maybe it's a tough message and people are not stoked to hear it, but it's like, sometimes you gotta be unstoked and realistic, and that's called being like big brother. Like my big brother's a lawyer, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, he's very supportive of what I do.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like, man, I'm so stoked you're chasing your dream. And he's like, look, I got my desk job. I got to fucking go to depositions. It sucks.
Yeah.
Sometimes the cases that he's involved in will bum him out over the weekend because of just the details of it.
Yeah.
But then he's also like, well, dude, are you fucking working? You got to make money. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you can't.
My bills are paid.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, don't come. He's like, if I had to borrow money from him, he'd be like, all right. But then he's like, you know what the price of this is? I'm going to tell you every fucking day. I'm going to call you and check in and be like,
talk
what's
shit to
going
you.
on? Yeah. And are you making changes? Are you making adjustments?
I'm investing in your life now.
Yeah, exactly.
I've given you money.
Nothing's free, dude. Nothing's free, dude. Fucking A, man.
Yeah, man. Nothing is free. Like as far as like, and to showcase that, you know, it would have been, there was a situation that they say rumor, to get back to the gold standard, with Gaddafi, right?
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
Africa, right? Africa has a surplus of a lot of minerals and resources and stuff like that. So that's why you have China over there now. You have all these different countries that own a piece of Africa, and they're not going to ever let it go.
No.
They're never going to let it go. Like, but China is expanding. They practically own Jamaica now too.
Bro, China has their Belt and Road Initiative, their infrastructure plan. It's scary, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, it's mainly like a new Silk Road. It used to be called like Silk Road, but it's like a maritime infrastructure route that goes through. Basically, it's to get to Africa and get resources back to China, and like
super fast.
And because China doesn't give a fuck about their laborers, they just will be like, "Yep, we're going to ship people out." They're like, "We'll send our own people to go work there because they've got no other options because we won't give it to them because we're a communist government."
Yeah. And we need inside people. We don't need Africans taking over.
Bro, exactly. It's their boy. It's like government officials that are all their boys. Like that's what happens in a communist thing. It just makes the 1% smaller.
Yeah.
And they send laborers out, so it's all domestic.
Yeah.
And dude, it's a scary plan. That's why like when you hear like
super scary.
When you hear like back in Orange County when I'm on my buddy's boats and you hear the Republican conversations, it's all about China, dude. Everyone's afraid of China, bro.
China, man. Because I mean, I'm thinking about studying Mandarin, man.
No, dude, I took it in college. Dude. Dude, I lived in China for 3 months.
Oh, that's
dude.
fire.
My Mandarin's terrible, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, dude, I'm like,
do something.
Dude,
say something.
Okay, so 你好吗 is just how you say hello. 我喜欢中国人. That means I like Chinese people. Let's see. Fuck, how do I say it? Oh yeah. 我中国的名字 Dalin. So that means my Chinese name is Dalin, which all of my fucking accents are terrible. I apologize for that. It's horrendous. This is basic Mandarin. And then Dalin means big forest because I'm tall.
Facts.
So
so what's the difference between Mandarin and Cantonese?
Dialects. So all those inflections, like if you go like ma, it's like 4 different inflections. And based on region and stuff, like Cantonese and Mandarin are just the 2 main variations.
But there's so
in
many
dialect.
different tribes and stuff that had the
Bro,
little.
there's like 150.
Oh, that's terrible.
But just for like basic communication for someone learning Chinese or like
The
someone.
majority is Cantonese and Mandarin.
Yep. And it's regional. And so like basically anyone who understands any dialect, like either like Cantonese or Mandarin, can speak basic Mandarin because they'll be like, okay, I know this. They'll take context clues. They'll see a fucking lanky ass white dude come in there and speak. They're like, okay, he knows basic. Quote doesn't know, but he's going to try to speak basic Mandarin to me. So I'm going to tune my ear to his inflections.
I took Spanish in college. Is it like proper Spanish and then Mexican Spanish?
Yes. So there's all in high school I took it. All of my teachers were from Argentina.
Okay.
And Argentina considers themselves like the Europe of South America. So they would teach Spanish, which I think includes like the vosotros conjugation or some shit like that. Whereas like Mexican Spanish or Ecuadorian Spanish or Cuban Spanish, like they kind of don't
Just
use
slang
that.
it. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like
they're like, yo, way.
Yeah, exactly. And over or hundreds of years, generations, like it just sort of became its own. And it's like everyone can go speak and like if they know like they can communicate regular basic Spanish like we would learn. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But then they'll go and talk to their family, and it's like, dude.
Super proper.
Yeah, it's like me fucking, if I say legit or dank, like if I'm like, oh dude, that's tight, and I say that in front of somebody maybe from the East Coast, they'd be like, what, your pants are too tight or something? What's going on? I'm like, no, I think it's fucking tight that like you guys call fireflies June bugs.
It's a good thing.
Or fireflies lightning bugs. It's great.
Hey, you just gotta people in that's tuning in. You got them a hard on because you were speaking all those different languages. Like,
fucking
what the
sick,
fuck,
dude.
Strider?
But dude,
Strider?
Very fucking paper thin.
He's international.
And dude, no, bro, that's like the extent of my like. When I was quote teaching over there, bro.
Oh, you're fired.
All
now.
the students were fucking genius. All the fucking kids spoke English amazingly. I was the high level teacher because I can't teach because I would have to be truly bilingual to teach the basics. So it was just kids like that were about 12 years old that were fired up on Harry Potter, and so we would just talk about Harry Potter. I'd be like, yeah dude, fucking what's going on with Harry, dude? I mean, and the kids would just tell me all the facts about it. It was great, dude.
But yeah, with Gaddafi, they said that was one of the reasons why he got murdered, because he was trying to bring the gold. He was trying to make gold standard with engagement over Africa and align Africa and under one currency, which would be kind of like the gold standard,
and all these,
and that would hurt the banks
right
all over the world, and
because they would have the most gold deposits there.
Yeah, they were like,
and hold the future of it, and perhaps the unknown. Yeah, and they're like, nope,
no, you're dead.
Dude, it's fucking
destabilized.
Crazy, dude, destabilized. Bro, people like people that want control want destabilization.
Oh
dude.
man, they
crazy.
Haiti got destabilized.
Fucking A, dude. That's so nuts. Well, dude, Vaughn, you're a freaking beast, dude.
I appreciate you, brother.
You came over here and stabilized the fucking stoke on this podcast. Before we bone out of here, do you want to answer a few questions?
Yes, let's do it.
Aaron, is that chill? You want to chime in on a few questions, dude? Aaron, anything to add on the gold standard before we move off?
I don't have any.
Do you know anyone in your life, like a uncle or something, that collects rare coins?
Probably. There's a lot of things my uncle collects that I don't want to know about.
Uncles collect stuff, dude. Yeah. Uncles, dude. What's going on with uncles? I'm an uncle, dude.
Maybe some stuff that has Trump's face on it.
Oh, dude, of course, dude.
Machine guns.
And
Make America great again.
Dude, yeah, he collects that, dude. He's got a very red wardrobe, dude, and just fucking. All right, dudes. Here we go. A few questions that could be history related, relationship related. We'll see.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go, dude. Strider, what up? Do you think that ancient human civilizations could have been more advanced than modern times in some ways? Also, would you consider Graham Hancock's research actual history? Thank you, Jaden. I mean, bro, for the first part of that question, I'd say like,
that was a multi-layered question.
Yeah, this one's beastly. I'm like, Graham Hancock, I'm not totally sure on. Do you know much about Graham Hancock? We've talked once before. I don't know.
I gotta be reminded of his accolades.
Does he like the Ancient Aliens guy, Aaron? Graham Hancock, what's his deal?
He might be. He's on Rogan a lot, but I always skip those episodes, so I don't really know.
I'd say maybe if it's mainstream, like there's probably some sort of actual history research, and then it's probably he just has buzzwords that to be sexy and get viewers and write some books.
I do not know about my favorite episodes with Rogan. Speaking of Rogan, are the ones with Jordan B. Peterson.
Oh, Jordan Peterson, dude. When he loves to come. He's a controversial guy.
Yeah, he hates everything.
Yeah, he does, dude. Dude, he does, dude. He probably hates himself too. But you know what? Who doesn't hate themselves? If you don't hate yourself
so
just a little
with
bit,
it too. He's like,
dude. For the first half of Jaden's question, I would say, I mean, we still don't know how the fucking pyramids were built.
We definitely
like,
don't.
bro, like, how did an ancient civilization move, fucking, and create these unbelievable angles and, you know, their maps are the stars. So I think there was no question, like, maybe not technologically, like you press power on a button and it comes off.
Yeah.
But like the concepts, the conceptualization of stuff, for sure more advanced in some ways.
It's weird because there's so many rumors when it comes to the pyramids. They said there was like a heating source at the bottom of one of the pyramids, like from the goddamn satellites. And then they also talk about how maybe the lost books on how the architects and all the information was lost when Rome invaded Egypt, or maybe they're in the Vatican.
Bro, dude, that'd be
because the
amazing,
Vatican got the secret library you can't go into.
Yeah, dude, let us in there, bro.
I want to read,
dude. Yeah, let me fucking find out. Dude, just share the info, dude. That's interesting, dude. Man. Hey, you know, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, dude.
Yeah.
You go back to like ancient Mayans. And you go to Tulum, which is a sick ass place to go on vacation. Basically a fucking screensaver water.
Oh, yes.
But the like temple complex at Tulum, it's made for the high priests who like held knowledge and like people would pay their taxes to and the government. But all it was a place to read, and it's like 1,000-year-old and hundreds of years old of when like the Mayans were at their peak, where the sun would like come into, because it was all based on like constellations and Earth's rotation and shit.
Yeah.
So like when the priest knew that the sun, it was so easy to read, you just need to know how to do it. When the sun was in front of like this square, basically that was October. And then basically they would tell the whole population, pray hard and rain will come soon in like September.
Exactly.
Give us more money, because they knew fucking rainy season was coming. The other people don't know.
Yeah, they don't know.
They didn't know. And so they're like, oh yeah. And then they go, oh my God, you're right.
You did it. You're a god.
And they just had a solar calendar. Gnarly shit, dude.
Crazy.
All right, so let's do one or two more.
No, let's do it.
What up, Strider? My dank ass fiance and I have been asking each other some cute ass questions to get to know each other on a more intimate level. Stuff like, do you remember the first thing you ever said to me when we met? Or if you only had one day left, what would you do? Do you have an idea for a fire ass question I could ask my dank fiance? Thank you, Connor. A cute ass question you could ask. They know each other. These sound like they're just kind of having fun.
I don't know, man. I mean, one of the questions it establishes asks about her sexual history. Because if she's comfortable with you, if she's truly comfortable with you, then she'll tell you everything.
It's true.
And then and if she's comfortable with herself, because sexual history, for people to reveal those type of things, especially women, they have to be comfortable with you and comfortable with themselves, and admitting that, I've met with some sketchy guys. I've had like 80 one-night stands, you know.
But yeah, dude, and it's the past, dude. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it
doesn't matter. You guys are already in it.
Like I did this 2 weeks ago. It's
you guys are already in it. So, you know, those made her the woman she is today. So that's something that you shouldn't be upset about. But if she doesn't reveal it to you, then that's something that maybe you should try to converge upon, because, you know, I mean, this is your wife, right? They're married, right?
Yeah, they're going to be married, yeah.
So if this is your wife, you don't want to go into your marriage with not too many secrets.
Yeah. No, yeah, you got to be open books. You're each other's partners. Dude.
Yeah, there's partners. To not know something about somebody is an area that it may hold more stuff and could be detrimental to your relationship or your just engagement with each other.
It's a good move. Vaughn, I like that call, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I would probably ask if it was just me, and this is personal, but I would ask my fiance, hey, if your dad talks any more shit, dude, that I can't, you know, don't know facts about motorcycles, is it okay if I pin his ass at Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Another thing, too, is That's a good question.
Would you get mad at me if I did that? I'd ask her, and he hurt his hip. 70.
You know, if I'm the brother, I would probably be upset. I'd probably tackle you too.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I probably.
And I wouldn't. Her brothers could take me.
Yeah.
They could take me.
I would take you and be like, "Are you fucking serious?" And then it would be like a meet the Fockers moment, where you, where at the end we all have to sit down and talk about what was going on in your head.
Yep.
For you to just take down my dad with his old hip.
But it's on the rug. Aaron, what do you think? What's any cute ass question to ask, dude? Like a sweet nothing or whatever you're thinking.
Cute ass question?
Yeah. You're a married man.
I am.
What's like a fun
Try
little...
not to ask any questions.
But it sounds like they're playing this game where they're like, hey, let's get to know each other more. Like a Cosmo game or something.
But that's good, though.
I think that's cute. I love it.
I love when people know each other, man, because it lets your relationship be... you're not going to be able to have sex forever. Mm-hmm. So you want to know the person.
It's a great...
If you know the person, then it's easier to engage with the person. Like, knowing the person, you guys can communicate better. You open that door for apologies and wrong admitting it and just knowledge of self to spread.
It's a great call. It's very true, dude. Because when you guys are later in your lives, you're going to hopefully be traveling together, having coffee in the morning together every day. Come on.
And you don't want to be in a situation where he or she gets comfortable, and then they say, "Oh, I remember I did this," and you're like, "What the fuck? You did what?" And you're 70 years old, now you're having a heart attack, and you're like, if I would have knew that,
I would
have never did that with you. And who did you do this with? I thought I was the first one to do everything.
Dude, you know what you could ask her, dude? Ask her, hey, which crypto coin's going to go off next, dude? What's going to the moon? No, I'm fucking around.
Girls do have a lot of financial knowledge. She probably gave
You know what, dude? Honestly, bro, my fiance brought me like my first finance book. It was a smart ass book. And it was like, it had a stupid title, but she's like, look, it's like the habit. It's not how to get rich. It's just habits rich people have. So I was like, all right. Of course the title was buzzy, but it was smart. And the dude that wrote it was good. It wasn't like, this will make you rich. It was like, no, these are tendencies that people who are wealthy, they save this much of their paycheck. They eliminate debt here. So it's not like, dude, if you just believe in you and every day you wake up and if you work out at 4 a.m., you're gonna add another zero to your income in 2 years. I'm like, there's some freakonomics to that where it's like someone who's that dedicated might get that, but nah, dude.
But that was a great gift, man. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. She really cares about your sake.
Yeah, she does. And ours together. She's like, all right, let's do one more than fucking bone out, dude.
Let's do it.
Yo, what up, Strider? Do you think it's more badass if I play bass guitar or sax? Thinking of picking up an instrument to make myself interesting. I don't really do other shit. Scott.
What?
Bro, the guy wants to play an instrument.
He said, but the last part is what hurt me.
I know, dude. I know, bro.
I'm thinking about getting an instrument to make myself more interesting. So if nobody values the instrument, then you're not interesting.
That's what he means. So I think he's thinking like bass guitar or sax is what he's narrowed it down to. That's the most interesting.
If anything, I would say saxophone, because it's rare to run across a person who's actually good at sax anymore.
It's true.
That's what made Bill Clinton so
yeah, it was his
engaging.
Yeah, he was like on the Tonight Show.
He was on Arsenio.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Arsenio?
Arsenio with the sax.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's a fucking beast, dude.
But yeah, man, I think he should invest more time in learning himself, man. Yeah. There's more interesting things about you than what type of things you're engaged in, what hobbies you're in. Because if you're thinking like this instrument is gonna bring more people or make people gravitate towards you more, it's probably not. It's gonna make you a guy who plays an instrument well and is weird and awkward to conversate with.
That's a good call. That's a good call. He's gonna be a guy who like memorizes facts about progressive rock. Like instead of studying the instrument, he just studies bands' histories.
And then what happens if some girl or some guy, whatever he's into, is like, yo, I love all of that, but who are you?
Totally.
I picked up this instrument and I forgot who I was.
He's putting the chicken before I don't know what the saying is, the cart before the horse, where it's like a dude who plays sax and has the passion for it and is just drawn to it naturally. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Picking up a sax to be interesting? No. You gotta, I think, Vaughn, you're right.
You gotta do the work,
there's
man.
Something,
stop trying to get around.
You're not, it's like, it's okay, you don't really, I'm sure he really does do some shit that he maybe just doesn't consider interesting. We're like, fucking if it's a model trains, that's cool too. Someone's gonna be stoked on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like whatever.
And that's the person you want to rock with.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to pick up an instrument and then the person you like the instrument, because sometimes you can pick up hobbies and then you can dump them too.
I know, yeah.
I used to collect Pokemon cards. I wouldn't touch a Pokemon card today at all.
I know. I used to collect too.
Yeah,
it was sick. Aaron, what do you think? What do you think about Scott, dude?
I mean, if I was going to choose between the two, I'm going bass guitar all the way.
Dude. That's what I'm saying. To answer your question, dude.
I'm trying to think what's more of an investment, like in terms of just monetary. Probably the bass if you're getting an amp and stuff like that, but...
And you got less chance of annoying your neighbors by just playing a little bass because you can put headphones on and just slap it and have it go into your headphones. Whereas sax, you're going to be bad and for a while.
Yeah, you're going to be out there.
But it is sick as hell to play both. And I mean, dude, I was saying this. I just saw Primus, Les Claypool, dude. The guy fucking is a beast on that. He's slapping the bass like a beast, dude. So it's sick. It's sick. Jeff from fucking Valet would probably think he could get himself a lot of tail playing bass or something like that.
Oh, fuck Jeff, man. He'd be the douchebag.
Big time, dude.
With the bass guitar at the open mic.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Like doing it. Not good enough to play it as an instrument, so he's like, oh, maybe I'll do it for comedy purposes. And it's like, no, man, just put the bass down and do some comedy. Pick a lane, dude.
Pick a lane, guy. Jeff.
So, Scott, I mean, I'll tell you this. You are interesting. You don't need an instrument to make you interesting. But also, it's good for the brain if you want it. If you
it's good stimulation to learn something new. But still, invest in yourself, man. Learn, because you can save yourself a lot of money and get people who actually like you to like you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then also, I would even say, try to bring balance to your body. Maybe learn something about yourself spiritually. Learn something about yourself physically. Invest in a hobby that's physically stimulating that would help you lose weight, or if you're put you in a better shape than you are today.
Fire.
And and do those things. Those things seem more least expensive and less time consuming, because overall those things, you can use those things for forever versus the guitar situation.
Good ass call, dude.
Because they'll probably just collect dust in the garage. You know how
they always do. You go in there, it's a starter acoustic, and it's out of tune, 100%, dude. Well, dude, Vaughn, thank you so much for coming in here and fucking amping up the pod, pun intended, dude.
Thank you for having me, man.
Dude, pleasure. Remind everybody, VaughnRoberts.com.
VaughnRoberts.com or Vaughn Roberts at anything. All of them are just Vaughn Roberts. You could Google Vaughn Roberts. Instagram would come up, Facebook would come up, all of that stuff.
Love that, dude. Thank you so much, dude.
And it's Roberts with a U. It's Roburts.
Perfect. And I'll put that in the bio too. And thank you.
Oh man, thanks for having me,
dude. Are you kidding me, bro? Thank you, dude.
Bro, when we first connected, man, it was instant.
I know.
I was like, bro, love.
It was nice. I love that shit. We'll have to have you back, dude. We'll pick another subject. We'll fucking cut up and flush it out, dude.
Whatever you want. I'd like to hang out with you and Aaron.
Maybe we'll talk like European eats or something like that. Because you've been to Europe a few times. We can talk about I don't know, history or some sort of.
I went over in a time of crisis, so they were just sucking down halal the whole time, and Jamaican food.
Is it dank or is it not dank? It's not dank.
Jamaican food is good.
Okay.
The Jamaican food is good. You know, Jamaican is part of the underlining culture of the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, bro. Well, then let's talk about this next time you're on the pod, dude.
Yeah.
That's something I want to... Teaser, dude. You see that, dude? That wasn't even written in, dude. That's just a fucking teaser for you guys, dude.
Yeah.
Thanktorians, thank you. Aaron, fucking thank you as always, dude. Beast on the sticks. We'll catch you guys next time, dude. Lit.
Yeah.